What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix's new movie, Rattlesnake. Hey, before you watch this review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. Look, let's keep it real here. When it comes to Netflix movies, it's a crapshoot or Russian roulette, however you want to put it. Sometimes you're lucky enough to get the decent ones like the recent El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, and sometimes you're not so lucky and you've wasted your time on such films as Fractured, starring Sam Worthington. Ugh. So, what's my verdict on this latest one? Rattlesnake. Unfortunately, this is yet another dull and ungratifying thriller out of Netflix mass production's conveyor belt. I kid you not. Rattlesnake is like a missing Twilight Zone episode that runs 40 minutes too long. Written and directed by Zach Hilditch, Carmen Ejogo plays a single mother named Katrina Ridgway who drives with her little daughter Clara cross-country to start a new life, when all of a sudden their car breaks down in the middle of nowhere. While Katrina changes the tire, Clara wanders off and gets bitten by a venomous rattlesnake. Katrina asks for help from a mysterious woman who miraculously heals Clara. But then they come to Katrina for a deadly repayment, which is Katrina has only till sundown to kill a stranger in exchange for the life of her daughter that's been saved. So now it's a race against the clock as Katrina must wrestle with the morality of who she thinks deserves to die. If the name director Zach Hilditch rings a bell, it's because he's the same guy who previously also directed that other Netflix movie, 1922, which was based on Stephen King novel. So now Zach is back, but with his own original script. And you know what? There's actually a few things that I do enjoy about this film. Well, for one, the concept is intriguing. Soul for a soul. It's like your usual Faustian deal with the devil where you have to sacrifice something in exchange for whatever request that's been granted. Except in this case, Carmen's character never seeks out or voluntarily agrees to make any deal. It's just sort of forced upon her. The other thing that I like about this film, of course, are the actors involved. I'm a big fan of Carmen Ejogo from True Detective series, big fan of Theo Rossi from Luke Cage, and big fan of Emma Greenwell from Shameless. Carmen, particularly in this role, does a terrific job of appearing like she has unbelievable psychological battles going on inside her head. Because of course, her character Katrina has to rationalize the idea that now she has to commit murder. And the movie's not necessarily scary, but there are several creepy elements that are also quite clever because they serve as a way to constantly remind Katrina that she's running out of time. But I really mean it when I said earlier that Rattlesnake is like a missing Twilight Zone episode that runs 40 minutes too long, because Slow Burn doesn't even begin to describe how tedious the experience is watching this film. So many moments that are just there for no reason whatsoever. So many unnecessary moments that could be easily trimmed down or be left in the cutting room floor. The character supposedly only has 7 hours or so till sundown, but lo and behold, she has time to drive all the way clear across town to buy a gun. And even in that process of buying a gun, it feels like it goes on forever. You know the movie has no idea how to fill its feature length when the camera just slowly and mindlessly pans from the back of the car to the front window. Visually overall, the movie is also bleak. You might argue, well, maybe that's what Zach is going for, since the setting is this dry, desolate Texas. But if you couple that with a story that already lacks energy, it's really not helping his case at all. There's nothing clever nor pulse-pounding about the final conflict either, which also lacks imagination or it's lazy writing at worst. By the end of it, this Rattlesnake movie just does not do anything for me. And now I'm left waiting again for whatever next new movie that Netflix has coming down the pike.